Alrighty, this is going to be part 5 of Tales of Eternia. There it is, the dark matter. What a strange object. It looks like it's made from pure energy and has no real physical form. Chazelle is in there? Probably. Alright, fire the Kramal cannon. Aye aye, sir. Oh my, isn't that the Van Eltia? It's headed right towards the dark matter. Everyone positions. Ready the Kramal cannon. But isn't it still in the testing stage? Doesn't matter, it might be the only chance that we get. It is Shaleska's duty to support Bunny and his friends. Prepare to fire. This is kind of trippy. Alrighty, yeah, I figured that was gonna be coming up sometime soon. There we go. Are we back in the past again? Yeah, I guess we are. I don't want to see your face. I just wanted my remaining years to pass in peace. Yikes. It's burning. Everything that we built up until now. Poor guy, looks like he had quite a shock. Bunny, just what did you do to Keel? I've never seen anything so terrible, but it looked like... Farah? I killed everyone. It was my fault. It's all because I was selfish and wanted the star fragments. Farah? It was me. Nothing to do with Bunny or Keel. I forced them to go because I wanted the star fragments. Farah, answer me. Father, mother, the whole village. I killed them. I killed them. Oof. This music and this tone is creeping me out a little bit. Are you alright, Pharaoh? Me? What about you? You must have hit your head really hard. Huh? Wait, where am I? What happened? The ship flipped, and then... We were rescued by Shaleska. They even fixed the Van Eltia. We were all waiting for you to wake up. Oh, I see. Were you just half asleep? Don't scare me like that again. Farah, there's nothing I can do for you, but I'll always be there for you. I think we should have you checked once more. I'm fine. Let's go see the others. Alright, we should go see Max and thank him. Ah, you've awoken. Yes, and now we'd like to thank Max for helping us. That's a good idea. Hey, Keel. What? Let's go see Max. Sure. Keel, take care of Merity for me. Did something happen to her? No, it's nothing. Let's just go see Max. Well, I thought I was in his office at first, so I'm like, maybe he's not in there. Squeaky! Hi, Dee Dee. You're such a good girl. Bwahaha. I don't think it's the right time to thank him. Don't be silly. He did more for you than any of us. You're our representative. Bunny is awake. Yeah. We caused so much trouble for you, and we're really grateful and offer our thanks. Yeah? Good to hear. Miasis to our hearts. We have an emergency. The Kramel cannon at Balir Castle has been overrun by the Inferior army. They're in Celestia? Princess Arende must have been unsuccessful at convincing the king. I'll bet Rowan is the commander of the army. I don't know his name. They speak in a language I don't understand. What about Isla? She has also been taken hostage. Let's go. No objections here. Max and Merity have joined the party. I will accompany you as well. Ras asked me to deliver a message to Rowan. Okay, let's hurry to Balir Castle. Oof. I'm like a little bit out of it today. Was a touch frustrated. I needed to redo a speedrun because of some stupid-ass rules that break the general rules of speedrun.com, but whatever. Oof, so many of the speedrunning communities on Discord are just filled with toxic dipshits. Which, you know, drives me fucking crazy. Most of the world's problems can be solved by technology, says that lady. Balir Castle. Where the heck was that place again? I think it's here. I'm not too thrilled about having to go back in here, though. Is that really where I'm supposed to be? think he got unequipped, yeah.
Don't guard. Take a day up. Did you? Sarot! That low.
Oof.
Let's do it. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Take this.
I thought for sure that would have been the place that we're supposed to go, but I guess not. Oh, I guess I'm not even supposed to go in the castle. Oh well. I'll figure it out eventually.
Hey, what else?
Right. We'll let you down.
Boy, this is obnoxious.
Was it tough?
Yeah, I think I just went back the wrong way. Oh well. I just can't believe somebody was being an ass to me in the speedrunning Discord for a different game. I was like, what the hell, man? I don't know you. I hadn't even been in there that long. They were like upset that I was talking too much, and I was like, okay. If you don't want to hear people talk, don't go in a fucking chat room on Discord, I guess.
Yeah.
missing? Oh, maybe that wall was broken. Farah says, why are there monsters here? The top level. Hurry.
Ah!
Die!
Damn you, Valir. Here it is. You returned from the dead again?
I will return as many times as it takes. Until you're all dead.
Damn. Looks like I'm being pinched. Come, end it! I'd rather die by your hands than those of that Celestian savage Valir.
That's not Valir.
What? Then who is it?
That's your enemy. And ours.
Omega Demon Tech. Take. Omega. Take this. Omega Demon Chaos.
Trade!
Omega Demon Chaos. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Meteor Swarm. Take this. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Meteor Swarm. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Omega Demon Tech. Take this. Omega Demon Chaos. Going forward. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Omega. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Omega Meteor Swarm. Take this. Omega Demon Chaos. Take this. Meteor Swarm!
Oof, that guy had a lot of life. But he dead now, I think.
Narrated. Prepare. Someday you too will taste this agony I feel.
Uncle Hiedes.
What's going on here? Explain it clearly. How I deal with you shall depend on what you say.
Oh, shut the fuck up. If you can't deal with those monsters, you can't deal with us, bitch boy.
Well, well. You are Rowan, I presume?
What?
Ras asked me to give you this message. Altus Ve is entrusted to you.
My Or's earring isn't working. Translate. What is this old man saying?
Altus Ve is entrusted to you. It was the final message to you from Ras.
It can't be. Ras, you... Is it true? Did Ras really say that?
My memory is not wrong. Each word is as he spoke it.
I see.
Boss, I apologize. We were caught off guard.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yes.
That's good.
Will you help? The cooperation of both Inferior and Celestia is needed.
They're here, sir. Chancellor Zosimos? Galanos needed knowledge from Inferior, so I requested his cooperation as a representative of the engineers. It's hard to believe that this civilization and technology belong to Celestia. My name is Galanos. Let us work together. We do not have much time. I never in a million years thought we would cooperate with the Celestians, but there is no choice, as this is an order from the king. The King of Inferior has granted you full authority over the... God damn, I can't talk today. The King of Inferior has granted you full authority over the negotiations with Celestia. Do you understand the weight of your responsibility? Leave it to me, says Rowan. I'm looking forward to performing genuine research. As I read the agreement aloud, leaders of both parties, please shake hands for approval. The parties of Celestia and Inferior hereby pledge to cooperate in order to defend Eternia from the threat of Shizel. Yeah, let's do it. Let action speak for itself. That's it. Oof. Galanos and Keel will explain the final battle plans against Shizel. To be honest, I have yet to establish any objective plans, but with cooperation between our two worlds, I am certain that we can realize an unimaginable potential. And what would that be? A fringe cannon. Let me explain the specifics. I would like Shaleska's engineers to rebuild the Kramel cannon at Belir Castle and convert it to allow the Inferior Kramel cages to be connected. I would also like to ask the Kramel mages of Inferior to allocate the Kramels in their Kramel cages to the Kramel cannon. You fool, do you seriously intend to mix the energy of different worlds? They're certain to reject one another. If we use a special lens, we can mix them together without repulsion. This is called fringe. We will fringe them together. The effect will generate an intense Kramel flux. That is the concept behind the fringe cannon. It will be 10 times more powerful than the Kramel cannon of Van Altia. I understand. We will go back to Inferior to collect the Kramel cages. Yes, sir. Our duty is to rebuild the cannon. Let's hurry. Miesis to our hearts. Now all we can do is pray that we have enough ore, the raw material that is necessary to make the special lens. Rebevius ore? It's a spherical milky white crystal with silver particles that sparkle on the surface. It's quite rare. We've searched all over Celestia, but we've yet to find it. There's no record of such a stone, at least not in Inferior. A sparkling light like a star. Trapped like a cat in a hat. Farah, what's wrong? there's a place I want to go. I think I have an idea where the ore might be. Are you sure? I asked Galanos about it. I'm pretty sure I'm not mistaken. Where can we find it? Inferia. But Chancellor Zosimos said there's no record of it existing there. Did you really see it? And when did you see it? If we go, you'll understand. Will you come with me? You bet. Alright then, let's get back to the Van Eltia. I'll be right back. I need to grab some water. I'm like really parched for some reason. Phew. Well, that's better. Me oh my. My energy has just been way off today. It's been all over the place. I think I'm just getting old. I'm not a young puppy anymore. So we gotta go to Inferia. Say, Farah, isn't it about time you tell us where you saw the ore? It's at a place close to Rashian's. Do you see it in our village? No, Regulus Knoll. Really?
Wow. Do it.
That blow.
Do it. Do it.
Ha-ha!
Do it.
Yeah!
Let me try something that I learned from Max. It's open. Hilarious.
Do it. Get the... Make a day.
Hey, did it!
Why don't we rest up? Yeah, we still have a ways to go.
Are we really gonna find Rabavius ore in a place like this?
Do you remember what we saw here long ago?
That stone. Back then?
Back then, stone. Long ago? Long ago, we were... I remember!
What are you talking about? Tell Meredy.
Nothing important. Alright, let's keep moving.
Wait. Meredy has a right to know, and I want you all to listen to what I have to say.
One day we came here to play, although it was off limits. As a result, we unsealed the monsters that attacked Rasheen's. That's the past the three of us share. That's it.
Attacked? The village? Like Ayman?
We were just 7 years old then. We couldn't help it. No one knew about the seal.
I knew.
What do you mean?
I knew that was a dangerous place. But I made Reed and Keel go. Because I wanted a star fragment. I was selfish. Because of my selfishness, everyone was killed. That's why my sin is much, much heavier than Reed's or Keel's. I'm so sorry. Farah?
Farah, that's enough. It's okay. Farah, even if your sins were greater than ours, haven't you made up for it? You've suffered enough. We left the tragedy in our past. We know it's a mistake we made as kids, but Farah, your wounds, they never healed. It's been 10 years, and now you've exposed your pain to save the world. You've paid enough already.
Reed.
We always enjoyed your games, Farah. That's not a lie. In good times and bad times, you were there, Farah. You were our kind leader. We've got no time to waste. If we don't hurry, it'll be the end of the world.
You bet. Come on, Farah. Let's go. Yeah.
Take
Can you read it? Sorry, it's very old and there's a big crack. Wow, look at that! These are pretty. It definitely fits the description of Ribivesaur that Galanos specified, but the ones here seem to be of low purity. Let's go in further. Queaky! Something escaped this place. You're right, the monster that attacked Rashians came from here. Monster? It's much worse, something scarier and stronger. You're giving me the creeps. But it's gone, right? It should be safe. Merity? Huh?
Do it. Take. Problem.
Undine says wait. Be careful if you're going to use Kramal arts in the cave. The ore can amplify or decrease its effects, so you must consider that before use. I see, so we can't rely simply on Kramal arts alone. Thanks for the advice. Let's be careful, everybody.
Make a test. Take. Open the box. Open the box. This. Open the test. This. Get payoff. Oh. Do it. Open the box. This. Did we? Make a day. Take.
Hey,
Make a day off. chaos! This!
Do you know what lies ahead? What you see before you is the seal that Safer created. So then beyond here is where Narrated, the god of destruction, was sealed? Regardless of what's in there, we must go forward. There's no stopping us. Then you must first defeat me. Now show me your strength.
Rising Phoenix! Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Omega D. Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Take this! Meteor Swarm!
I see. I can feel your determination in your strength, so I will help you. Alright. I can't believe it. The Light Cramel's gonna cooperate with us. Even I do not know what lies ahead, so proceed with caution.
Let's do it. Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Elemental! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
No problem.
It's the crystals. It's brilliant. It's like no other. It's 100% pure. No mistaking it. Now we can complete the fringe cannon. So this is the place where the god of destruction that was sealed for 2,000 years. No wonder it was off limits. Keel, how do you suppose the seal broke? We never even came this far, and I don't think we could have done it ourselves. The cause, I don't know, but I can say this much. Seyfried's seal couldn't be broken by a couple of kids. Did you hear that? Yeah, I'm relieved. We got all we need. There's no need to hang around now. Let's go back. Wiki! Merity, what's wrong? Merity, what's the matter? This feeling, it's like before. Help me. Do you sense something? Damn you, Seyfried. Snap out of it, Merity. I can't understand what you're saying. No, says Rem. This darkness. You must leave this place. We have to get Merity out of here. Hurry. So you're saying that Narrated almost took control of Merity because she has the power of the Dark Aurora? That's right. Well, Merity is Chazelle's daughter, and according to Galanos, Chazelle studied Merity's body to learn about the Aurora art. Human experimentation. What kind of mother would do that? Hey, wait a minute. Those that possess the Dark Aurora are susceptible to Nereid's control, right? Yes, that's the conclusion according to Galanos. So can't we say the same thing about Chazelle? You're saying that she was also under Nereid's control? It's possible, I guess. Right? Merity's mother would never do such horrible things to her own daughter. Perhaps, but don't speak to Merity about this. At the moment, words of encouragement are more likely to be hurtful. What? Keel, you're much kinder than I thought. Really, I never thought I'd hear you say anything like that. Well, surprise! Merity? Merity says thank you. How are you feeling? I'm fine. No matter who Chazelle is now, my feelings will not change. I want to stop the Grand Fall, and for that reason, I feel the same as all of you. Looks like you're as undutiful a child as I am. Keel, don't forget, there's still a chance. We'll know when we meet Chazelle whether she's a monster controlled by Narrated or Merity's mother. You bet. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we need to get the Ribavirus ore to Galanos as soon as possible. Alright, let's get back on the ship and head for Belir Castle's courtyard.
That loads.
Let you down.
Holy moly, it's big. I'm glad you guys are doing okay. Same to you, Ayla. By the way, we brought this. This is the ore. We found it in Inferior. If it's not enough, we can go back. Well done. Process the ore into a lens and install it on the cannon. Understood. Good work, everyone. By morning, we should be ready to fire the fringe cannon. Please rest while we prepare for the battle. Thanks, that's exactly what we'll do. I'm sorry to disturb you, but could I ask you to take me to the observatory? I'm in a bit of a rush to investigate something. Don't worry about the cannon, leave it to everyone else. Okay. Galeno says thank you. I'll be heading to the observation room. Let's get going. Well, let's go. Sorry, but can you give me a little time? I want to help Galanos. Sure. I'll be back later. I want to go too, says Merity. What should we do? Why don't we make sure the ship is in good working order? Let's take her out for a spin. Good idea. Alright.
Quite impressive.
Yes, truly. But it would have been impossible with Shaleska alone. Inferia's help is what made all the difference.
I have something I want to ask. I hear Celestia is a place of war. Have you considered becoming the leader of Shaleska? In essence, aren't you already the leader?
No, I could never be. Boss is the reason I can lead the men with poise.
You like him, don't you? Forgive my bluntness. Surrounded by bureaucrats, I've grown tired of small talk.
The Miakis that the boss loves so dearly was raised by his long-lost wife. For as long as I live, I wish to be with this man of incorrigible passion as his loyal sub-commander.
You are very strong.
Huh? Ah! What's this? Animal fur! What is the meaning of this? My precious Kreml engine has been dirtied! I'll deal with that little vermin quickie. Merity can be a very irresponsible master. At the very least, she should understand these machines are extremely delicate and need to be kept away from wild animals. It can't be. Ah! There's fur here too! This can't be. I thought it went to the observation deck with Merity. It can't be. Quickie! Ah! Quickie! Why are you in here? Ah! Someone save me! My machines! Be a good little guy and go outside. There's nothing here for you. Merity is out there! Wiki! Eek! I told you to stop! You're shedding all over! Please, stop! Quickie! I'm begging you, please!
It can't be!
Is the analysis complete?
Yes, and it doesn't look good. At most, it's 3 suum to the Grand Falls critical point. Maybe even shorter.
As I thought, quite a situation. If the critical point is passed, the gravity of the two worlds will pull with greater force and accelerate speed to such that...
That's right. Even if we defeat Chazelle, there is no way to stop the Grand Fall. Damn!
Is there no other way?
We've exhausted every option. It's useless. Galanos, you should know that better than anyone.
Have you finished your research?
we've just concluded. I'm going to rest up a little bit.
It's quiet, isn't it?
You bet. Beautiful.
I just wish that all of this, the Grand Fall, Narrated, all of it, I wish it were just a dream.
It's not like Keel to talk like that.
I really feel that way. If it were just a dream, nobody would get hurt, right?
If all a dream, Meredy never meet everyone. I would not be able to talk with Keel like this. I'm glad it's not dream. Even though it's very sad, Meredy happy about now. Everyone alive!
Meredy, you're really incredible.
You say compliment?
Yeah. Is that strange?
Strange. Yes, because I think Keel is always angry. That is usual, and so today is very strange.
Am I really like that? Angry all the time?
Yes, but it is okay. I like it when Keel is strange. Compliment makes me happy. How long have you known? What I did 10 years ago? You knew, didn't you?
Yeah, I learned it during the trials of Seyfert.
Oh, so you did know.
Ow!
You kept it a secret? Why didn't you tell me?
Farah, you haven't changed much, have you?
I haven't? It's because of you.
Huh?
When I laugh, or get really mad, or even occasionally cry. The only reason I can be the person I am is because of you, Reed. I'm who I am today because you were always there, looking after me.
Protect those you love. That was what Raz said. He said that the Aurora Art exists for that purpose. If it's to protect people you love, the will of the people is limitless. That's why I'm here. I'm here, undaunted and with no regret or hesitation.
Those you love, huh? I want to protect you, Reed. I can't do it alone. But there are the others. With friends by our side, there's nothing to be afraid of, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm starting to think maybe we can do it.
Of course! Yeah, no problem.
The time is nigh. Everyone, are you prepared?
Of course we're prepared. We are the greater Kramels.
Yes, but the real question is how much can we count on the humans?
You think so? I think there are unreliable greater Kramels amongst us as well.
Gnome, did you get that? Stop daydreaming.
Huh? Why me?
Humans fight hard. We fight hard too.
I know. We're taking this seriously as well. Isn't that right, Gnome?
We will be fine. Humans need help.
It's not a foe they can handle on their own.
They are no fools, these humans. I trust in their potential. And that's why I wish to continue living in this world with them.
I believe in them as well.
For all that live within the realm of Eternia, shall we fight for them?
Yeah.
Keel says, sorry that I'm a bit late. Don't worry about it. Did you finish your research? Yeah. What about Galanos? He said the rest is up to us. Alright, everybody. Are we all ready? You bet. Full speed ahead. Celestian Kramel. Miesis to our hearts. Inferium Kramels. Roger. Ribavarius Lens. Ready to fire. There it is, the dark matter. Charging Kramel energy into the bow. Kramel cannon. Alright. Did it work? Wait, what is that? Something new has appeared. It looks strange. That must be its true form. It finally shed its ugly disguise. We've got her now. Chazelle's definitely in there. Finally. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here, because I assume I'm just gonna mostly be lost in this dungeon. And I'll probably finish the recording for the game tomorrow. That way I can start getting my edit ready for YouTube. But thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
Chazelle?
In the name of Seyfert, I have come to stop the Grand Fall.
Too late. The Dark Aurora shall now reach its completion with Narrad's Fibril.
What?
A bearer of Fibril. The one you call Reed. Can you not feel it? The powers of Eternia's Kramels are flowing into me.
I understand now. The Grand Fall's true purpose.
What do you mean?
The destructive power of the Aurora art is in direct proportion to the amount of Kramel absorbed.
You mean she's absorbing the power of the Kramels around the world?
Why complete Dark Fibriel? To destroy Eternia.
I shall become the master, defeat Seyfert, and become the creator of a new world.
Defeat Seyfert?
Once the Dark Aurora is completed, that too shall be easy. The events 2,000 years back shall be reversed.
Are you Narrated?
What if I am?
Where is Giselle?
Giselle, a struggling soul trapped within me, one shamed by her own actions. May that be her?
That's Giselle's body! Give it back!
Impossible. It is her hatred for this material world that allows us to unite under one strong will. Vattengeist is the world as it should truly be. Without material matter, jealousy and hatred will cease to exist. Greed that causes suffering and the grief of losing a loved one will be no more.
The Orbis is moving!
It seems that it has begun.
Narrated!
Giselle is dead. The one that is here is our enemy. Fiba!
Narrated!
Shooting star!
Elemental!
Omega Demon Tail!
Gate to Eternal Void, show your passage!
Shooting star!
Elemental!
Shooting star!
The bug is resisting. An ugly bug. What is this? What does she desire?
Narrated, don't you understand Giselle's feelings? If you don't, you can't win.
What?
Like you said, Seyfert's world is imperfect. There are many who live believing in their own justice. Because of that, endless strife, sorrow, and chaos will always rule. But that's why people can change. By exploring their differences, they learn and change. If people can change, the world can change too. We don't need the Grand Fall.
I see. So that is the divine aurora. Worthless.
What? Omega Demon Chaos!
Feel the wrath of God.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Feel the wrath of God.
Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
No use.
Omega Shooting Star! Take this! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Take this!
Elemental.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Feel the wrath of God.
Take this!
Shooting Star!
Take this!
Elemental.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Omega Demon Chaos!
No use.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Omega Demon Chaos!
Shooting Star!
Take this!
Maxwell! Shooting Star!
Take this! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Shooting Star!
Omega Demon Chaos! Take Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Take this! Omega...
Gates to eternal void, show your passage!
Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Shooting Star!
Perish.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Elemental.
Shooting Star!
Omega Demon... Omega Demon Chaos!
No use.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this! Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Shooting star!
Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos!
No use.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Shooting star!
No use.
Omega Demon Chaos! Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
No use.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
Shooting star!
Omega Demon Chaos! Take
Perish.
Omega Demon Chaos! Take this!
What? This cannot be.
We've won. We beat Narrated.
We seem to have slipped out of Eternia,
What is this?
the core of Seyfert Ring.
To think this place had always existed.
Giselle! What's going on? The Grand Fall isn't stopping.
Not only that, it's gaining speed.
We weren't in time. It's beyond the critical point. At this distance, the force of gravity will only draw the two worlds closer. No one can stop it now.
No, it can't be. Can't we do anything?
Unfortunately, no.
Keel, if I destroy the core with my Aurora art, the Seyfert Ring will dissolve, right?
What are you saying? The Seyfert Ring is the lock which keeps Celestia and Inferior bound together. If we destroy it...
What would happen?
Even if it all went well, Celestia and Inferior would have no spatial relation.
In other words, a complete division.
And if it doesn't go well?
both would be annihilated in a second. Far worse than the Grand Fall.
If it all goes well, can we stop the destruction?
Yes, but that theory's meaningless. Using the Aurora art given to you by Safer to destroy his own creation.
Can it be done?
Meredy?
Let's fringe the Aurora arts.
With the Aurora, that's it. If we fringe the Divine and the Dark Aurora, we can generate a devastating force.
No! Meredy! Your body can't handle it!
That's right. If you do that, you'll destroy your soul and become like Giselle.
I know, but I don't mind.
Meredy.
I decided. When time came, I would use this power. I decided long before. Meredy loves everyone. The world where everyone lives. I will save it. We have to hurry! We have come very far! Do not waste it!
Why did you have to be like this? Let's do it. Meredy's not gonna change her mind.
Keel!
Meredy? Are you sure?
You bet!
Thank you, Meredy.
We're not giving up. We're gonna live, all of you. Stay alive.
Thank you, Keel.
Don't be stupid. I should be thanking you.
Really? But Meredy is happy now. Thank you. Take care of Quickie. Quickie!
Don't say that. We'll always be together, no matter what.
Thank you.
Farah, help me. Hold me up.
Oh, okay. What's wrong?
I can't wait to get home. To stuff myself with your omelets.
Leave it to me.
All right. Let's do it, Farah. We're going back. Together.
Yeah, no problem.
Meredy?
Stand back.
Baiba!
Narrated?
Meredy, do not fear. Farewells are not the end. We will be together for all eternity. Meredy.
Mother!
They have the strength. Let us simply observe as they create their future.
Thanks for waiting.
What's that? Some baggage you got there.
They're souvenirs. I didn't think it would take this much space.
You're gonna sink the ship.
No problem. This much should be okay. I hope we can meet them.
Of course.
Yeah, we will.
Do you have everything you need? It looks to be a long trip. We should double check. Ahem. I think we're ready to go. Let us set sail.
Chat, you look happy.
She'll be meeting her friend. Her cute little furry friend.
Well, who would be friends with such wild animals? And I'm certainly not excited.
Okay. There's no need to get all bent out of shape.
All right, let's head for Celestia.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, sir.
Cock rocket.